Welcome back to the belted Galloway Homestead. I started replacing these skylights here as they have gone bad. And while doing that, I noticed that the ridge cap was also going bad. And it getting some holes, getting really brittle. But then I noticed over in my other barn, which I've got the new ridge cap on already, that got bad too. And that barn is finished on the inside, so there wasn't a reason to put this opaque fiber glass ridge cap on there, but the previous owner did, and I didn't know it. So I was having a little bit of leaks in there. So I thought I'd better do this video just to, you know, let other people know that if they've got this ridge cap material, it does deteriorate over time. Also, when you have some bad hailstorms, they can also tear it up. But you could have some leaks in your barn and not even know it, especially if you've got some finished areas. So I want to do this. It turns out to be a 24 wide ridge cap out of that fiberglass material. Having trouble finding some metal, but I finally did find some metal. So if anybody needs a source that's like Minnesota, Michigan, Indiana, that kind of stuff, I think they supply, let me know. I found some 26-inch wide stuff that should just cover this right up real nice. So I'm going to continue replacing the skylights, and then also, and not having to tear this all off, I should just be able to cover it up and it looked nice. So just wanted to pass that on, that man, if you've got a barn with this kind of material on top of it, it does need to be maintained and replaced occasionally. So you may hear some mooing in the background. That's Windy. I got her separated from the rest of the herd. I got the ladies back with the bull, and she's not too happy about it. So she's spending time with her every day, giving her some corn, and actually taming her pretty good. And but she was going to be out here and mooing like that while this video is going on. So if you hear that, that's the culprit. An old scissor lift is handy to have on the homestead. I picked this one up. It needed repaired. And so if you want to hear more about it, let me know. I can do a review on it. If you're looking for one, consider an all-terrain versus one like this, which runs around on a concrete floor. But it's got clearance enough that I can drive it around in some areas. So when these come in handy, don't have to go up and down the ladder. I'm getting too old for that stuff, so can help you out a lot. So you can just ride the scissor lift up, get the floor to scissor lift, level with the roof, and you can just walk right out of the scissor lift onto the roof. A little safer than transitioning off a ladder. So I've got the ridge cap done on this building here. You can see I'm still working on the other one over further. Ridge cap turned out real nice. Covered all this up. I didn't know it at the time, but it had that same fiberglass material on this building, which is finished inside, so you don't need that light coming through the roof, because it wouldn't go anywhere because it's finished inside. So fairly flat roofs, easy walking. There's that 26-inch ridge cap that I bought, so I was able to go right over the old stuff with the new ridge cap. Looks lumpier than hell up here when you're putting it on, and I thought at some point I could just use some flashing to put it on, but I'm glad I did. I bought it. It's made for that. It's formed. Like I said, 14-foot pieces are a little hard to handle by yourself coming up here, so you got to watch that. And like I said, looks lumpy. Man, you're looking going, man, that's going to look bad. But down on the ground, you can't tell, and it looks good. So I also had some nails loosening up on the roof. So I've been going over, seeing on some of the edges where it's getting loose, and fixing that while I'm up here. But all in all, it's a good building. I just don't know why they put that see-through ridge cap here on a finished building. Wasn't needed at all. Let's get this done. I'm using screws now to fasten that down, and a 2-inch zinc plated to screw this down. I was going to go with 1 per rib, but I'm finding, especially with the wind here in Minnesota, I'm going to go ahead and just go with 2 and keep it secured. Well, that looks like it takes care of this one. Not too bad. Got to keep the buildings in good shape, so make sure you get up there and check your roofs. See if you've got any troubles, because you could and not know it. Over on the larger building, you can see I replaced a couple skylights already. I need to replace some more, and then I had to order the ridge cap and get that done. It's coming along though. They're coming out. There's the cows. Oh, Ringo is wondering, oh, what's going on here? And there's March. She's going to be wondering what's going on. I wanted to show you this little architectural detail that I did here. Basically, it's just 3 3/4 coming out. Kind of gives it a nice little detail. I've seen in other buildings. The other ridge cap was just flush here, but I added this little detail here, and I think that just adds a little bit to the aesthetics of the building. There's the belties. If you've got a scissor lift, boy, it sure makes the job easier. Come right up here to the roof. It's was that a 12-foot door, probably 14 to the gutter, and then on up. So not hard walking, and I've got a ladder set up as a backup just in case. But there's that material you see there. I'm all bent, ridge cap, 26 inches, ready to get installed. Oh, there's the diesel. Come over here. There's Maddox the bull. Ringo. There's Fancy. All taking it easy. Nice, beautiful morning here in Minnesota. Nice and cool. Well, I better get going. Daylight's burning. So there it is in place. Real nice. Able to cover that up. Don't have to do a lot of tear off. And be able to get this back leak proof.
Thought I would get my drone out, my DJI Mavic 2 drone, to show the final product. It looks good. Actually, not too bad a way to do an inspection. Actually get close enough to see the cracks in that, but that ridge cap worked good. Again, if you're looking for something wide like this and having troubles, and you're within a state away from Minnesota, supplier might supply you. Let's go back here and see if we can see any cattle. I got them back here with Windy again. Fall is just starting, and boy, it's looking beautiful. I lost my action cam the other day. I had it hanging on Fancy's neck, trying to get some videos, and it fell off back here somewhere, and I haven't been able to find it. It's a pretty big pasture. Let's see here. There they are, out here taking it easy. Back here in the shade, they love this little nook back here. There's Fancy, Windy, and March. Back here taking it easy, resting and chewing their cud. So your cows, they need to be eating or sleeping and resting, otherwise they're burning calories and they're stressed. So you got to keep them comfortable and keep them well fed. Come back around here and take a look at the big barn. It's a little scary at first. I'm like, no, I can't do that. But once I got that scissor lifting that, and works pretty good. Once you get on the roof, and you're pretty stable. But skylights, wow, what a job! This took a long time. This was a big project this summer. See all the screws I used and the center caps. I also replaced quite a few nails. I had some loose nails, and put some screws in the place of it. So if you haven't gotten up on your roofs, I would suggest it. Somehow look and see how your roofs are doing, because you could have metal loosening up, you could have screws or nails loosening up, and you just don't know it and until you start seeing some problems. But we're looking good now. I think going to be years and years of trouble-free roofs. And there's that little detail I was telling you about. What, that 500-gallon tank looks small down there. LP tank. But yeah, I like that little detail there coming out and forming that point. Go out here and see the other Belties. And there's Maddox, Gracie, and Ringo. Maddox is looking, saying, what are you bothering us for? Nice cool day. You know, all resting, chewing their cud. Happy cows, happy cows. Come back here. There's another project I'm working on. Putting some grouser tracks on the skid steer. Again, thanks for watching. Leave your comments, ask questions. I like hearing from you.